may blow up. So, hope you guys have your flak jackets on in case it goes wrong. Okay.
Patch.
Oh, an internal patch already, great.
It's a security breach to use one letter for your password. It's a bad idea.
Okay, so my character is going to start out at the sea market. You can see there are some various seagoing people walking around here. We may come up on one or two of the new boats while we're here. Oh, there's one. This is the Takuno ship.
Wow.
And you can jump on the boat via the rope. Of course, this is not my boat, so I do not have permission to get on.
Thief.
Moving along. There is the orc ship. Feared orc ship. I also cannot board this one.
Go buy your own then.
We might just have to do that.
Yeah, we can't stay with this.
So moving along, we're coming to the hairstyle. Yes. Inside here, we have the bounty board. GB Bigglesby mans the bounty board here. And you can see there's a couple of pirates that are being looked for. Specifically, Loudbeard Calvin.
That random name generator has got to go.
We're not actually going to hunt a pirate. It's still in the works. So we're going to head over here and take a look at the fishmonger. He's going to yell at me because he can't find my boat. So I'm going to place one. So I have a deed for an orc ship here. And I'm going to place it down in the water. There it is. Now when I talk to him, he will recognize my ship. And if I accept this quest, he'll put a crate in my ship to allow me to get the fish. Not right now. Over here is a dockmaster. Oh, here's a gargoyle ship. So the dockmaster here will do a service for you. We have a feeling that the sea market will be pretty crowded. So if you can't find a place to dock, you can always roll up on your rowboat. Now the problem is all your stuff is in the hold of your ship. So how do you get the stuff from your hold to the dock? Well, dockmaster will do that for you, but for a price. So if I ask him to retrieve my hold, he will say, I need some money. So I will give him some money. And he says the ship has been unloaded to a crate, and inside is the crate. My hold was empty because we just placed it. But you'll see that I have some materials here that I'm going to use if I need to repair my ship after our little excursion. So I'm going to put these into the crate and return to the dockmaster and tell him to send it to my ship. And the contents of my crate have been loaded into the ship. So let's go head over to the ship. So I'm now on board. You can see I have a pilot here who will act like a tillerman should I need him. It also mentions that the state of the boat is pristine, which means it's in its highest number of hit points. If we take a look in the hold, we'll see our supplies are in there. There's no cannons. That's a problem. Let's fix that. So I'm going to place down some cannons here. Oh, I must lower my anchor. Okay.
So
There's one. Two. Need more cannons. Three. Four. Alright. One there. And one over here. Now, just through developing this, I've learned a little bit of a trick. You can use these cursor target stored macros to store them, and it makes it a lot easier to load them. So I'm going to sit here and just really quickly assign my cannons to these. speed things up later on.
That's roadie.
And the last one. Okay. So first we're going to load these guys. You have a swab here for cleaning them, but our cannons haven't been fired yet, so they do not need to be cleaned. But we do need to charge them with an explosive charge. So that's what I will start doing now. Once that's done, I'm going to throw a cannonball in there. And then add a fuse. It says, finish priming, it is ready to be fired. I'll quickly do that to all three here on this side of the boat.
Will the cannonballs ever carry any plus properties?
Not currently, but it's a good idea.
Will there eventually be, say, something created for an event where we can use the boats for shore bombardment of a big enemy or something? Not necessarily for player versus player or anything.
Oh, no, not necessarily.
But
Saying to destroy town.
Suppose
Okay.
in theory I wanted to
So,
take a...
all three cannons on this side of the boat are primed and ready to fire. I'm ready to move. Now, this experience will probably be a lot better when you have friends on the boat with you because they can fire while you're driving or prep the cannons. Being by myself, it's a little bit tough to man this giant ship by myself, but we'll see how it goes. So, I'm going to raise anchor and head out via the new mouse control system. So, I can turn the boat, go this way, back this way. I can also drift if I want, a little bit.
Nobody fell. Yeah, nobody
I have a
fell
strong suspicion that there's an enemy orc ship in the area here.
Orcs.
Oh, there they are. We're going to
Man the cannons.
see what we can do about these evil orcs.
Now they can throw magic at you from the better.
They can. So,
I'm making a warden, right?
I'm going to fire my cannons with a match, which I should have lit before I got out here.
I think you got them facing
Okay.
the wrong way now.
Firing the wrong set of
Yeah, you got the unloaded. You're so gonna get out.
There you go.
So dead.
All right. Here we go. Let's fire.
He's dead.
Hey!
Now you got a guild chat for a res. Let's go.
Our wizard will save me, hopefully.
Here comes the wizard.
Alright, hopefully he gave me negate death now, one of our little god tricks. I guess I need to loot my corpse to get all my gear. Here we go. Okay. Have I fired this one yet? I haven't.
Oh, you haven't
So,
died real well.
You might want to heal him. Go down to Naval.
I'm not worried about that.
Oh, he's got the negate death.
He's in God mode, so.
Well, I'm using cannonballs right now, which will actually damage the boat. And we're working on improving the effects so that it's a little bit more dramatic when you hit them with the cannon. But for now, it's just a little bit of an explosion. You can see that I've actually damaged the boat enough to get it to the next damaged state. In this state, the boat moves slower. You know, like when you do forward slow, that's the speed it'll move when it's damaged. Of course, we can prime the cannon again. Just visually. On your own boat, you can see the state of it by the message there. So you can see that our boat is slightly damaged, but not enough to...
There's no health bar for the boat.
Not yet. We may add something.
Did your middle cannon become damaged, or is that just a graphic quirk that it exploded and part of it's missing?
There are a couple of graphical glitches with the... it's still an alpha build, so...
Okay.
Let's see. Our cannon's ready to fire. Let's fire this guy. Start loading this one. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The crew will definitely help.
Yeah. When you place the ship, and then decide to add the cans, you had to
Okay.
See, also the
Is that the worst damage state?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so the boat is now completely immobile, and it is free to be boarded. So I can board the ship, kill the orcs, which might take a little while, so I might actually not kill them. So you kill the orcs and you loot their hold, which should have lots of goodies in it. This one's... There's some stuff in here. What do we got? Some cut leather, which is black, and you can't see it on the screen. Anyways. So we just looted the boat, and we're getting back on ours.
Pets will follow you.
So our boat is only slightly damaged. I was hoping it would get damaged enough that we could do some visible repairs.
I don't think they've been firing on you.
They haven't. Maybe if I come around to the other side of them. Lost my ship wheel, didn't I? Oh, they just fired on me.
There we go.
Where's my ship wheel?
Graphical glitch.
Oh, I got it. There it is.
Run away.
Oh, now they're firing on me.
Left your dead body in the water.
There we go.
Burial at sea.
We should have amped up the damage on the orc cannons.
Tell Billy to
Let's give it a second here and see if they can damage my boat enough.
Is the anchor raised default on placement now?
I'm not sure.
Because you had to lower your anchor to place the cannons.
Right.
But normally it's default anchor down currently.
Mike, what's that?
Well, we're not going to get damaged enough, but we can do some repairs anyway because we're slightly damaged. So, bye orcs.
What happens if you're dead at sea? How do you get your boat back? Does it sit there forever until you...
It's going to work fairly similar to the way old boats worked. There'll be a way to teleport back to your boat.
Okay.
You know.
Repair it over time?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
What about the
Lost.
orc boat or whatever you're fighting? Do you get to keep that boat?
not currently.
What fire costs?
How much do these boats cost?
I think we're probably still tweaking the actual cost on the ships. I think right now we have them set at what 50,000 gold, something like that. But we haven't totally decided on a price. So we're going to try and do some repairs with this cloth that we had in our hold.
Control the boat with your dead. You have control of
Yeah, how do you get yourself resurrected? You die by yourself on a boat.
How do you do it in the old boats?
Help!
Sail the ship to land, get resurrected.
You're trying to pick up too many.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, if we talk to our pilot here and tell him that we want to do some repairs, we're going to need to lower our anchor. Do some permanent repairs. Well, sort of. Well, we can talk about that a little bit. But you can see here it says we've effected some permanent repairs. The ship is now 100% repaired. So our ship is at full health. That will just get you back to the sea market. It's just temporary repairs to get you back to or to shore. Either way. That's pretty much the demo.
How many? Are there a lot of sea markets? Or
There's one in Naval and one in Florida. We'll have plenty of time for questions when we get back from break. So.
Let's go back to this.
Okay.
All right, so that's our wonderful